We've been honored to be Larkspur Fire's patient care record software provider for some time now. We actually deployed in January 2018.
Yes.
But we'd been talking, you and I, and some other members of your community for quite a while before that. One thing that stood out to me in your process was the level of diligence that you did in terms of understanding pros and cons, interoperability, how your patient record system would interface with your fire system, with your dispatch system, as you mentioned, your extensive QA process. Give me a sense of what your thought process was when you were looking at either one particular company, in this case us or others, and also sort of given some of the macro trends in the general vicinity and some of the agencies you interface with for mutual aid or as part of the regional community. So what were the things that you were looking for? What were your priorities? And then we'll dig into sort of what you found and what you still need.
Well, one of the biggest priorities, it doesn't really have to do with anything high tech. It's customer service. Customer service is hugely important. And I know that any time of the day I can call you, I can call Michael, I can call any other one of your staff if we're having issues.
Quite seriously, any time of day.
Any time of day. And to tell you the truth, I've given Mr. Witt, Chris Witt,
yep.
I've given his number, your number, and Michael's number to all of our providers, and I've told them if they have issues, give you a call. Starting with Michael first, because he's local, and then going to Chris. And a lot of times, I think that when our providers have needed help, they've called Chris because, and no offense, Michael, but he is the tech guy. He is the engineer that helped put a lot of the fine pieces and Meadview together.
Did the size of our organization as a small company in an industry dominated by some very large players, it sounds like, if I may presume what you're saying, that you liked the idea that you can get right to the person you're trying to get
Yes.
to. Did you ever have any pause on that front? And it was the idea that, well, we're small, therefore anything. Again, and I ask you that sort of as the chief of a small department with a large coverage area. We likewise are a small company with a large coverage area. Mm-hmm. Was that sort of an empathy that you thought you sort of felt, or a simpatico? I don't know if the right word there, but was that something that you found to be an asset or something that you found to be a cause for pause?
Well, to be quite honest, I did have some pause because going to a new EPCR, it's a big move for any agency. Our last EPCR we had been using, I believe, since 2005. So we were well ingrained in the process of using that EPCR. All of our providers were very familiar with how to use it. So when you go from something you've been using for a long time to something totally brand new, different look, different processes, it's a difficult move. But on the other hand, we also looked at larger companies, and with the larger companies, you end up running into a lot of corporate mentality. The sales reps will say, we'll do everything for you, but I found out that was not the case. So that's what made us decide to go with Beyond Lucid Technologies. Because you are small, because you are accessible, and we can call you. We can call and talk to the CEO. Any one of our providers can give you a call, and you will get an answer. And if you don't have an answer or a bug fix available immediately, we're pretty confident that you'll start working on that issue.